Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go, set! Big Lion! Yo!
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start first and 10. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Finish it up! Report! Hey!
Now Jackson. It's complete to Cook. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Middle.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Cook makes the catch on the out route. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 44, Pickett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Report! Go ahead.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No. Hey, report.
Here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens at 10-2 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Report! Go. Hey, middle.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson's going to try the sneak, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
13.
Jackson will keep it. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Here's Walker. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Pickett looking to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Second down at 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cowboy Eagles.
Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are once again back in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Report.
Jackson now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw completes a Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris rolling straight ahead. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Let's go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jackson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
To throw again is Jackson, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw on second and 10. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Evan Ingram with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, I think it was apparent that they were ready for that one. All you had to do was look at the line of scrimmage from a defensive standpoint. They brought in some extra bulk, won at the point of attack, and stopped that run for a loss.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run on first down. It's done. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. It's done. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. A give to Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Here's Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And going right back to Walker. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And able to get this to the 31. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
It's caught inside the 25. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Done. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 26. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a give, right side. Done. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now a hit, and he fumbles. It's loose again. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. Two fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On second and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey! No, we changed it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Check, Bobcat. Bring it.
They'll start on the ground with Harris.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
19 Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, here's Pickett. Over to Harris near the sideline. And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They run for it with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.